taking a look at, taking a further step into explaining and showing us what the fundamental we have today. By 11 a.m., we have the Eurozone core CPI flash estimate. Okay, we have the core and we have the CPI flash estimate. I think these have just been revised to 1.7%. Okay, so we're going to see how this goes. If it comes higher than expected, it's going to be good for euro. If it comes lower than expected, it's going to be bad for euro. All right, so that is that on that. By 1:30, we have the Canadian dollar GDP month on month. Okay, the market was expecting a drop of 0.2%. If that happens, Canadian dollar will tank and probably US dollar will gain strength. If you are trading USD card, okay. So if you're trading USD card and we have an unfavorable number for Canadian dollar, you can expect further push up in the price of USD card. And then later, I mean, it's still at the same time, 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time, we have core PCE price index, we have employment cost index, and then we have the unemployment claim. You know what employment cost index means, all right? So in my own little understanding, okay, you might have another idea because everyone have different ideas when it comes to fundamentals, when it comes to the way they even trade. Okay, anything in everything in the financial market is objective to individuals. So to me, employment cost is basically how much it's on the side of the employers. Okay, so how much does you you being employed, how much does it cost them? That's what it means. So you're going to see if the price has gone up. Probably, inflation will also make that goes up. So if even right here in Nigeria, okay, let's just put it in perspective. Right here in Nigeria, people are not fighting that. Even the 7,000 naira new and the newly reformed minimum wage is not even enough. You can't afford anything. So that is an employment cost, isn't it? So for someone that you're working in the private sector, that you're earning 150,000 naira before, you also want to be looking at your boss like, bro, can I see 250 from your side? You understand? That is how much it will cost your employer, okay, for employing you. So that's what it means in a little way. So if it goes up, it means inflation is still going up. And that means it's going to be good for dollar. Okay, the same thing for copy C. If it goes up, if the actual is greater than forecast, the fundamental is actually they're expecting a 0.2% increase. Okay, but for the employment cost, the market is expecting an unchanged number. All right, 0.9, just the same as the previous. So that's what the market is expecting. And the unemployment claim, meaning the jobless claim, people that claim that they don't have a job, people that are looking up to the government for paycheck, for stimulus and all like that. The market is expecting an unchanged. It's more like an unchanged number because imagine 2,000 people claiming they don't have a job. It's literally nothing to compare to 2.2. That's like 1%, okay, of 229, less than 1% to be honest. So I guess we see how that goes. But if the number comes higher than 230, okay, if you have like 250, then that would be bad for United States dollar. All right. But if you have something lower than 225, maybe we have 220, or we have probably something around 210, 211, or maybe 200. Okay, that means it's going to be good for the United States dollar. And lastly, today we have the Chicago PMI. All right. So it's just for Chicago anyway, the the purchasing manager in Chicago area. So if the actual is better than forecast, it's good for the currency. All right. I'm not so sure as to how effective this is, but we see how it goes. All right. Probably by 1:30, we're going to have a live session just to trade the unemployment claim, the employment cost, and the core PCE price. All right. Maybe we're going to see how it goes. Okay. Okay, someone asked a question. What if the unemployment comes in as 228? If it's 228, you will see it will change. All right. It actually looks like the same. All right. If it's between 227 and 231, you will see it as unchanged. Okay. For it to be really, really high impact, for it to be very impactful and very effective, you want to see like 5,000 plus, okay, difference from what the market is forecasting. If it's just 1,000 or 2,000 difference, you won't really see the effect in the market. As a matter of fact, it might even look as if it's unchanged. You can go back in time and check when the market just increased, when unemployment claim increased by 1,000 or 2,000. You will see it doesn't really have that much of an effect in the market. All right. But if it's around 5,000 plus, 3,000 plus, then that's quite effective and you will see the difference in the market. All right. I hope that is well understood. So on that note, let's jump straight into the technical part of the session. And we're going to be kicking off with DXY. So let's go. All right, so we're still on DXY, and you can see the market is still finding it quite hard and difficult. Okay, it's still finding it very difficult. I don't know how long that is. Okay, I think this has been coming for a very long time. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to like reduce it a little bit and then probably extend it to the downside. Yeah, I think that's much better. And possibly I'm gonna just tap this area. Right, that's fair. I don't need it to make it, I don't want to make it too wide. All right. So you can see that the market is still finding it hard. The XY is finding it hard to break below this demand zone. And you can see we already have two tops and two bottom. Okay, actually, we have 1, 2, and 3 resistance. We have 1 and 2 support. Okay, if we get another retest of this resistance, then that would be very, very good for USD. However, the range that I was forecasting that it's going to be inside this box seems to be right at the top here. And don't forget, I don't want us to be oblivious to the structure that is being formed inside this range right here. What can you guys see? All right, we can see lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We see a new lower low right here and a lower high. I guess we might get a retest of this place faster than we are anticipating. Okay, faster than we are anticipating. Someone is asking a question in the chat box right now. He's saying, why are data went in favor of USD and there will still be there won't still be any reaction on dollar against the pair? You know, when it comes to fundamental, right? Fundamental is best traded on a long term. Okay, on a long term. All the spiky move you see in the price is due to sentiment. Okay, the sentiment of the big banks. Okay, the moment they see the data is released, and the moment the market will definitely forecast. That's why we have a forecast. When you see the forecast, they will pump the market in that direction of the forecast. And if the forecast now lies with what the market is, if the forecast is now goes in the direction of, if the actual goes in the direction of the forecast, then you will see the market move faster towards the upside. But if it doesn't go, then you see the market drop. Okay, the way it went up, that's the way to drop. But all in all right, just to answer your question, I don't want us to drag this session longer than necessary. Okay, it's pure sentiment. Okay, it's the big banks trying to play chicken with us and trying to see if they can grab as many liquidity from retail trader like you and I as much as possible. Okay, that's simple. That's why I personally do not scalp the news. Okay, it is best used as a long-term indicator. Okay, as a swing trader, I know that the NFP, the CPI, the PMI, the PPI, the jobless claim, the major data that came for last month, and all the major data that was released this month, they all favor dollar. And I know that those data will strengthen dollar. So all I want to be looking for is a potential buy in all my dollar pairs. And for the pairs that are using dollar as what? As counter currency, I want to be looking for what? For sell. So all based currency, all US based currency, I want to look for buy. All US counter currency, I want to use for sell. I'm very sure you know what I'm saying. Like USD JPY now, this is the base currency, this is the counter currency. So I want to be looking for buy in all this pair. Okay, like GU now, the other example is GU. This is the base, this is the counter. For dollar to be counter, then I want to be looking for sell in this pair. And that's exactly what we did throughout this month. And that's why we made so much money that we made. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying now? Yes, sir. Based on the quote, very good. Okay, so the sporadic I've got to cut that away. Okay, the sporadic movement you see in the market, okay, it is due to the to the sentiment of the institutional banks, to the sentiment of the big banks. They just want to pump the money. It's just like a money grab. Okay, it's just like someone flying on a private jet and pouring money. They pour money on they drop money on the plane. Like it will spread across. Everybody will get in, and then the moment it's done, it's done. And then later, the market will now start reacting to the fundamentals gradually. That is where we comes in. Okay, you have to mix it with technicals. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So moving forward to what I was trying to explain earlier. All right, we have a range band here, an official range. So basically, right at the top here, DXY is currently ranging. And in this kind of range, we don't play in it. And definitely until I see a break below structure, right, like this, and a pullback, I won't be looking for a trend. And today is Thursday, it's the end of the month. So let's go ahead and just relax. Okay, relax, don't stress it, don't force anything. But I'm foreseeing that we might get into some really, really good trades in little to no time. Like Aussie dollar and KV dollar, they are not a very, very correlated pair with DXY. They sometimes move in their own direction before they now join the moving trend. Okay, so those pair we might get into another short opportunity on them before everything actually went up today. So officially we're in the range, DXY is in the range, and we keep a close tab on that one. Okay. Let's see how it goes. For me, my bullish bias will still be at the top here, but that is a little bit of a stretch. And it will take at least it will take a fundamental like NFP for me to see this kind of move. Okay, this kind of very green move, something like this. It will take a move like NFP, I'm not sure unemployment rate can do it, the one that's coming today, but we'll see how it goes. So today we might actually see we might see the market actually move like this. Or maybe it will actually be extended to the top right here. But we have to wait to see how all of these do what, how it all goes and how it all plays out. Okay. So moving forward to USD JPY, I'm going to be a little bit snappy today. Okay. So if you don't hear me or you have a question, please don't hesitate to call me back. So moving forward, I had a little bit of a loss on this one. I'm not sure anybody actually took the trade with me, but I didn't want to miss out on this one. So I just kind of like risked 0.3% on the trade. You can see it's a very small position, to be honest. So I took 0.3% on this particular trade, and I'm just watching it right now to see how it goes. Okay. If it falls back inside the zone, all right, and a pullback, I will look into a very short sell position. Okay, meaning that the market might be coming back to retest the daily resistance that was broken, I think, few weeks ago. All right, if that happens, I will look into it. If not, I will simply just sit on my hands. I think all my USD JPY trade are already closed, so I don't need any of this thing here. Okay, I just want to get out of it, and then I want to see how the market goes. Probably, I think something, yeah, okay, I think I should leave that one. Let me leave this one there. Okay, the daily resistance is fine over there, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. All right, so overall, in all honesty and for clarity's sake, okay, I would say that this could be a probable deeper pullback, okay, or maybe just gonna end up being a range for a little bit longer than necessary, and then maybe we market pull down a little bit, drop down here, then gather enough momentum just to move up again. But whatever happens, we'll be watching and we'll be waiting. But as far as I'm concerned right now, the market stays above here and it stays below this resistance zone right at the top here. I will keep my money where my mouth is, and I will not rush it. I will not rush into any type of trade. I hope we all understand that. Okay. So moving forward, yes, I'm going to do this like this. I'm going to put it like this. And yes, let's use marker. Marker is fine, right? Just for the sake of, technical analysis. So let's put it that way. This way we know what we are looking at. Okay. I'm keeping this here because I have not journaled it. The moment I'm done journaling this, I'm definitely going to remove it and we see how it goes. But right now, it has broken this trend line. Okay. This particular trend line, this one right here. Okay. It's been broken. This one. Oh God. What are we doing here? Yeah, this one has been broken. So let's see if the market will stay that way, break below here, and we look for a short position. That's that. If that fails to happen, that's that. But for me to start looking for buy opportunity, it's going to be at the top here. I'm moving forward. All right. So that's that on USD JPY. Now let's get into NZD-USD. I'm still holding my short position on NZD-USD. I believe I've journaled this one. I believe I've journaled this one also. So this should be deleted. And yes, this should be removed as well. I think this can be, let me remove it also. It's not that much of an importance. Okay. So yeah, I'm still holding my short position on this one just to see how far it can go. All right. Or you can even see it was a little bit of a stretch. All right, because my stop loss, let me see if I can delete this. Yeah. Because my stop loss was almost getting triggered right at the top here yesterday. I mean, you can imagine. You can't just imagine. I mean, how funny could it be that I will put my stop loss right at the top here and it will be disclosed? Right? Very, very funny. So moving forward, yes, that's how many pips stop loss was that anyways? That was just 22 pips. I suggested God loss on it. Oh, sorry about that. Maybe you use the tighter stop loss because even right here, I suggested that you guys should use 25 pips stop loss. If you had used 25 pips, it should still be a little bit higher. Okay. Probably next time, just ask for the coordinate for the stop loss. Okay, maybe that would possibly protect you moving forward. Anyways, the trade is still quite short. It's a little bit on a drawdown because of my swap. I will see how this goes. Right, we'll see how this goes. Well, so far so good. It stays below this very hanger structure right there. I will hold on to it. However, if it happens to break above this one, okay, which is a little bit of an interesting structure. If it happens to break above that structure right there, we have something like higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. I will start looking for potential buy opportunity right at the top end. Okay, so this will be the only area, or this will be the first, this will be probably the only area I will start looking for what? I will start looking for possible entry, okay, forward for a potential buy trade opportunity, okay, for a potential buy trade for opportunity or buy position or long position as the case may be, okay, anytime you want to use for it. All right, so this is going to be my plan on this one, and I'm still watching, I'm still waiting for either the for now it's running in a little bit of a drawdown, but it is still very much active. All right, so moving forward to the next one, which is USD So dollar CHF or dollar Swiss is still ranging, I guess. Yeah, okay. No, I didn't get into this. That's why I always advise that we wait for a break above structure. Okay, a break above structure. You can see now this is an official range right now. We can as well just adjust we can adjust our range band to the top like this. Okay, just to make sure everything is properly placed and we are watching this very closely. Okay, I'm gonna delete this now. I'm gonna drag this a little bit further to the upside and let's see if we can get this one. All right, so right here, right now, this is what we have on USDCHF, still ranging, nothing too serious over there. Okay, let's see, but it's a very tight range. And I really love it to be an accumulation, okay, not the distribution. It's an accumulation, definitely we see it actually try to the upside. But if it's used as a distribution, we see it try to the downside. Okay, so any which way, I'll watch it very closely and I will wait for it to break to the upside or to the downside. But right now, I am gunning for a buy position on USDCHF, and that would be a good way to go, in my own personal opinion. But right now, let's just be patient and let's see how this goes. We might not get into this trade this week. Okay, I'm telling you, after today, I'm not sure if I'll be opening trades on a net on an NFP day. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. NFP day, opening trade on dollar pair. Come on, man. That'll be you setting yourself up for for drama. So I will probably not open any trade tomorrow, but we see. If there's a setup that looks good, I mean very convincing, then maybe, just maybe, you might give it a shot. You might give it a shot. But I'm not promising and there's no certainty just yet. So let's go and see how we can make this happen. So right now the trend line has been broken. I mean the trend line has broken so many times. This one got destroyed right here. Okay, this one got destroyed, and this one now is being broken right there until this particular level at the bottom here is destroyed to the downside. I mean, until the market break below here and pull back, I might still not be very bearish on this pair. You don't forget we have an elongated bullish momentum. So until if we continue to go up like this, even despite this range, if we break above there, pull back, I'll still look for some buy opportunity right at the top here. Okay, that is how I do my own things, and that is how I've been able to keep myself sane and safe in the market for the longest period that I've been able to be here. All right. So, and I don't like going against my plan. I don't like going against my trading, my trading style. So whatever happens, we see how it goes. However, I guess this particular structure at the bottom here should be extended a little bit further, just in case, just for targeting sake. Okay, I want to see if I can target it. I've also journaled this one, so I'm going to have them deleted right now. Okay, they don't have to be there anymore. I could have actually do this during the weekend, but I don't want to do it. And you'll be like, wait, this chart looks different. Is this guy doing something else? I'm not doing anything else. I'm still waiting patiently, and I'm still with you. So if we get a break below here and a nice and decent pullback like this one, we might look into a very good short position or short trade moving forward. But we gotta wait right now and see how this range band at the top, how it plays out. All right. So now is the time to wait very well. Don't forget, it's not the moment it break below that support right here that we start selling. We have to investigate. We have to be patient. We have to look for entry, and then we have to what? Then we go ahead and execute. You don't need to be in the market all the time. Because you have money in your trading account doesn't mean you should pick a trade all the time. Yes, there's a lot of money you can make in the market, same as you can make a whole lot of losses. The only way you avoid making mistakes or making a whole lot of loss is by being patient, being watchful, being careful, and being smart about everything you do. And that is how I always trade. Lastly, on our top trade setup, let's take a look at Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar, we had a plan to sell Aussie dollar yesterday, but that plan came to naught, okay, because we didn't get a very better entry. Is there anyone in AUD USD already? Please, if you're an Aussie dollar trade, let me know. But I'm not in this one yet because first off, Kiwi dollar. For me to take a trade on Aussie dollar, it has to be really convincing. Okay, it has to be what? It has to be really, really convincing. Now, you can even see that my alert is still there. It has not been triggered yet. So you see how that goes. And with dollar also weakening right now, it's not giving me a good sign that yes, this might be ready for me to go in. All right. I need a strong dollar for me to be sure that this is it. I need a very, very strong and decent dollar. Right now, dollar is weak, but this is a very good one. Let's see if we can get a candle that closed below here. Get a candle that closed below here and start planning for entry. Okay, start planning for entry. After you see a candle that closed below there, all right, it's going to be something very interesting. All right, if it's been properly planned for. But right now, this is not the time to rush into any of this trade. I'm going to delete this anyways, just to have a clearer picture of what I am looking for. All right, so it closed below here will be nice. All right, so if it closed below there, that would be good. My alert is below here. So you have to wait for at least 1 hour candle to close below there before we start looking for entry on Aussie dollar. I'm going to punch it to the upside right now. I think it's the only one that we're still watching very closely to see if we can get an entry. Don't forget, this is bearish, right? It's bearish for a very long time, and there's no point in us going against that. Okay, it's been bearish, we just have to keep it that way. If you check it on the 8-hour time frame also, you see that it's a very, very interesting pair. All right, if you break below here, the target is endless. Okay, the target is limitless. Let me put it that way. Okay, we can target right here. Okay, we can target right here, we can target right here. As a matter of fact, we can go forward and target the below here. All right, so this particular level, this previous low is destroyed already. So our bullish momentum is already out. Okay, the moment this level is destroyed, our bullish momentum is out. So now we can further take it down here. Now we have more like a double bottom. Right, this 8-hour time frame is very close to daily time frame. All right, so let me also go to daily time frame so you can see what I'm trying to say. Daily, let's go. All right, that's the daily band. Oh, all right. So you can see this is the daily band. Sorry for all my drawings and all. All right. This is the daily band. You can see this particular load I was talking about has been destroyed. So if we see a further continuation of this sell-off, this particular structure right here will be the next target. Right. And if this level is also destroyed, this next target will be right below here. And this is also destroyed, the next target will be right below here. All right. You just have to follow it gradually. And if you get a rebound, wait for break, pull back, then start looking for buy. All right, we start looking for buy. Anywhere the market goes, we do what? Our joy and our main assignment is to do what? To follow it. But overall, this looks like a ranging pair to me. Okay, it looks like a ranging pair. It doesn't really make any big sense on the daily band. All right, that's why some people don't really like trading the major pair. So for me, I'm just going to take it to the 1 hour time frame and pick a very good entry and I will enjoy the profit. That is the plan, and that's what I'm going to stick to. I'm going to stick with for the longest time. I took it to the daily band so you can see what I'm saying. So you won't think, okay, this guy is just being funny. How can you be selling something that is bullish on the major bands, which is the daily time frame? Is like, yes, even position trader, the institution trader, the daily time frame is their main guy. Okay. So at least if they don't open the trade on the daily time frame, they will open it on the 12-hour time frame. All right. For the position trader, people that leave the trade for hours, for years, for months. Okay. They take it on the weekly, monthly, and daily, then 12 hours. For a swing trader like myself, 2 hours, 1 hour, 4 hours. The swing trader won't go to the daily to go and pick a trade. You are deceiving yourself. All right. Your stop loss will be like heaven to hell. All right. So your maximum stop loss can't be more than 50 pips or 60. If you're leaving a 200 pips and it's not on gold or the like of yen pair, you might be chilling. Okay, you might be chilling. So moving forward, that's just the plan. I'm just trying to expose you to how most traders actually run their show. Because some of you here, you only pick trade on the 30 minutes, on the 5 minutes, and on the 15 minutes, just to get in and get out and run your show over there. So that, which is fine. Okay. But for me, I'm leaning towards the swing plan, okay, swing trading, and majority of you already know that. That's just what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna rush the rest. Pound USD. I'm not sure I have any plan on pound dollar. Still the same, it's still ranging. I'm still watching, I'm still paying very close attention to it. I think all of these trades are already done. They've come, they've gone. No point in holding onto them. All right. I guess all we have to do now is to be patient, to wait to see how. Oh no, let me leave that one. I think this is very pivotal, okay, to the inside range. But my main and major entry will be right at the bottom here and right at the top here. All right. Anything outside of that, I'm literally not interested, to be honest with you. Okay. And we have enough room at the top if the market wants to bounce up. So I would really, really love to see pound dollar actually push up. Right. If it decide to push up, I'll be there to catch it. If it decide to push down, I'll be there to catch it. But for now, I'm just waiting and I'm watching and being cautious. Moving to euro dollar. Euro dollar kind of broke structure, which is very good. Now we have our OABC pattern on euro dollar, isn't it? Yes. We have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, which I forecasted yesterday. If you watch yesterday's video, you will get exactly what I'm talking about. And now the market is breaking back up, pulling back down now. Right at the top here is where I'll start looking forward a possible buy. The reason why I'm not going to take this buy, because it's still inside this range. And DXY is still ranging as well. All right, it hasn't broken out yet. The moment DXY broke to the downside right here, okay, just exactly what we saw earlier, and definitely euro dollar will break to the upside right here, I'll start looking for buy. Okay, it has to be confluential, it has to be the same, it has to work the same way if you know what you're doing. That's why we call them correlated pair. They are very, very correlated. I mean, the euro dollar and DXY, yeah, they are like inversely opposite in nature. Okay, if you turn euro dollar to the downside, okay, I mean, if you turn it to the downside like this, all right, you shift the whole chart to the downside, it will turn to DXY. To be honest, it will turn to what? It will turn to DXY. And the same thing for DXY. If you turn DXY upside down, it will turn to euro dollar. You can check it out. Just take your chart and change it downside, and on another phone or another system, watch DXY and watch the upside down of euro dollar. You will see that they are the same. So that is the plan I'm looking for right now. If break outside of the pullback, I'll take a buy. And if you decide to break to the downside, I guess the plan is also there. Some people don't like having two buyers on the trade, probably because of their state of mind. But as for me, I have a very strong state of mind. This is not the first time I'll be having two buyers. Okay, I've had it so for a very long time, at least for 3 years. I've been analyzing chart, having two buyers, and sticking to the one that plays out very well, because I always investigate and I run it patiently. You understand what I'm saying? So that is the reason why I am, I don't want to say I'm a superhuman, but I am like this very weird and very cool and handsome. So moving on to USD card, guys. Yes. USD card. I think someone took USD card yesterday back. I didn't take it because I was expecting it to come a little bit further down, probably right here, before I look for buy. And currently now, I'm really not interested in USD card again, either buy or sell or nothing. Why is that? Because you can see we have a little bit of a wedge pattern at the top here. The market is deteriorating fast, and I really want to see how it goes. Also, at the top, we have a little bit of what we call divergence. Okay, we have when I have divergence like this, I'm just gonna wait for counter trend. Okay, everything I'm looking for now is counter trend trade, and that might come into next week. Okay, so I'm going to delete this one. So no use again. I'm not taking it back again on USD card. I'm going to let it rest. Okay. It has done so much this month already. So running another buy on USD card would be a little bit of drama for me. And I don't want to rush myself into any of that. Okay. However, if you're holding a very good buy since this place, okay, and you've been trailing very closely, probably your trading stop is there, I guess you can hold on to it. But I didn't even open USD card this month at all, to be honest. Since I missed out on this one, I think I took this one, and I think that's the only one I took. The money cost me off here. I'm not sure I took this one. I didn't take this one because it happened in the middle of the night. So that's all for me. I only picked one trade on USD card. If I pick only trade on USD card, I'm very sure it's only this one. That's on USD card. All right. So I'm not more interested, and I'll probably just gonna wait for the market to pull back. Is it I pull back harder down to this area? All right. Did I pull back harder to this zone right here? And then I look for a rebound from there to take a buy, or the market do what? The market break below structure, right? Maybe a better counter trend break below here, pull back, and I start looking for a short position. So these are my two plans on USD CAD. For now, I will be leaning towards a buy because of the structure, okay, and because of the trend line, because of how it looks, to be honest. But at the same time, I will also be very careful because taking a buy from here, market might drop and pull back. If I take a buy right here, market might pull back and drop down, pull back again, drop down, and then that will be more for my trade. Anyways, so right here will be very objective for me. I'll be very careful. I'll be very patient before I join that trade. But whatever the case may be, okay, I will let you know, and we're definitely going to talk about it very, very well later. Okay. And that said, all right. So that said, let's go into the next plan or the next pair moving forward. So keep a close tab on USD CAD, please. Euro GBP kind of dropped. It spiked up yesterday and it's dropping now. So good. All right. The plan is to start looking for a buy trade right at the top there. Okay. But right now, let's see how this one I can close. Let's see how it closes. If it closes really well, if it closes really good, I guess I will give that a shot. Okay, I will do what? I will give a buy position. I will give it a shot. If it happens to play really well, all right? I will give it a shot. If it happens to play really well. If not, I guess that will be that. Okay, that will be that. 1 hour candle close, probably above there. I will give a buy trade. I thought that's gonna be there for sure. All right, and I will give it a shot, possibly. So, guys, like you always call me out, like you always remind me, okay? Like you always remind me. So, if you see anything that looks quite interesting, please don't hesitate to let me know. Okay? Don't hesitate to let me know. Don't forget, everything is objective. Okay, you might have different opinion, but if you have another plan on this one, please let me know. But anyway, based on the side I'm sitting right here, which is the analyst, okay, and the guy sharing my own trading plan with you, because it's more like I'm sharing what I'm looking for to trade with you. Okay, I don't have to record it and post it. That's all. I'm still gonna pick all this trade, whether you join it or not. Okay. So, anyways, I will be looking for a buy opportunity right at the top there. Possibly it plays out that way. We move to gold. So gold also, like gold buy closed out yesterday. It's a trading stop. It's happening out right at the top here. Yeah, I deleted it already. Yeah, it's happening out right at the top here. Okay, I think I showed it yesterday. I showed a picture of my entry yesterday right here. So the BOS will be on the 1 hour time frame, or we wait for the 2-hour break of structure on EU, euro dollar. I don't really get it. Yes. No. I'll start go back to EU later. When I'm recapping, I will explain what your question is about. Or you can even put me, you can make it more clearer to me. So moving forward here, Gold right now, I guess the plan is to see if we can retest this place. Okay, the plan right now is to see if we can see gold coming back right here to go to gather some momentum. Okay, just to fly towards the upside again. And there was some conversation. Okay, there was a conversation that surround the Middle East conflict. Okay, I'm trying to take a screenshot and see if I can share it with you here before I go. All right. So there's some conversation about give me a minute, let me go ahead and get it for you. All right. So it's really that cost to create the global military coalition to bring this. Okay. So you can see that yes, yes, I'm coming. I saw something very important yesterday that I would love to share with you. Yeah, I think copy media. Let me paste it here. Yes, yes, this is what, okay, this is BRICS news. And just in, as you can see, Iran Supreme Leader orders military to prepare to respond attack on Israel. All right. So they are planning to, retaliate, obviously. And I guess they also said it's probably going to happen before US election, which is next week. Okay. So I guess probably during the weekend, we're going to get some information about that, if that is even possible, or if that news is quite real. All right. So let's see if we can get good all the way down here before we start looking for further push to the upside. Okay. And if it falls further down to this place, I guess that will be a much deeper pullback for further push up. But right now, all my plan, all my analysis, they're all supporting a more bullish growth. All right. The conflict in the Middle East is still very strong. And I'm just saying something right now that the same supreme leader of Iran is calling for coalition. Okay, it's calling for coalition of. Let me actually see if I can grab that for you. Okay, let me see if I can grab that for you. Yes, I think I did. So let me see if I can bring that on board. All right, this is it right here. Aha. So as you can see right here, this is the news. It's saying that Iran's supreme leader calls to create a global military coalition to go against Israel. So you can see that the pressure is getting intense. It's getting intensified by the minute. At the same time, you know, I'm saying this because all this war, all this frustration, all this conflict has really, really impacted gold drastically. So we could see it further fuel it to the upside, or probably just leave it alone and we see a drop in the price of gold. But either way, I'm watching. I'm not in any trade right now. So that is that. Second to the last pair we touch always is GJ. You can say, I said we shouldn't touch GJ just yet. I guess GJ also seems to be kind of like taking a break. And it also looks a little bit like, UJ right now kind of ranging. All right, so let's see how this goes. All right, let's see how this goes. For now, I don't really have anything seriously planned for GJ. I'm not going to jump into it. We have the Japanese Bank of Japan releasing their policy statement. I've not really taken time to read that, to be honest with you. Okay, so probably later by tomorrow, I will have better information for you on the front, on the aspect of Japanese policy statement and the rate, how we can better plan ourselves moving forward into November. But right now, I would suggest we stay a little bit away from the yen pairs right now. I am suggesting, I am not telling. All right. And lastly, let's talk about Bitcoin before I go. Bitcoin is still is retaining its teeth right at the top here. Okay, it's cool, it's still quite bullish, ranging between 72,300 and 73,500. All right, so the range is in this box right now. So let's see how far this is going to last, and that will determine where it goes further. If we break towards the upside, that would be fine. I guess we might get the 78K Bitcoin later. And if it breaks to the downside, I guess we're going to get, another 69,000, 68,000 retest of Bitcoin before we know what will happen in the nearest future. So that said, we catch you all tomorrow. And let's do a quick recap before I leave you alone for the rest of the day. Aussie dollar, we had a plan on Aussie dollar to take a short position. All right, we close below there. You can see the better entry right at the bottom there. If we close below here, that would be a good place to take Aussie dollar. We might grab some money from that place. All right, but it's better to just wait. USD no plan on UJ right now. I'm still watching, I'm still waiting to see how I can make some really good dollar from that one. Kiwi dollar, on the other hand, I'm still holding a short position. It's currently in a drawdown, like a very, let's just say it's currently break even. All right. I might get out, I might not get out. That's totally up to me. And USDCHF, I guess it's also ranging. If it broke to the upside, we look for buy. If it broke to the downside, we look for sell. And lastly, on euro dollar is pumping up really nicely. And it looks like something that could be happening so soon. There's no breakup structure or anything yet. Okay. For me to take a buy, it has to break above here, this particular structure, pull back right at the top here. That will be where I'll start looking for possible entry. All right. Nothing, not for now. If it stays below here, I'm still not interested. Or if you stay inside this box, probably right here like this, I'm still not interested in euro dollar. I hope you've learned one or two things. Okay, I guess today's session is a little bit boring because we are not gonna join any trade just yet. We're still watching and we are still waiting. So if anything changes on your end, don't forget to remind me on the group, call my attention to it. But definitely, I will also be watching very closely from my end. Have a nice day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.